And there's this cool market where they chuck whole fish at you. On purpose? I asked, horrified. A notification popped up on the screen of her iPhone, and she actually growled. Whoever David Sales might be, I would not want to be him. The only thing is, the weather isn't forecast to be that great this week, she said, flicking the message off the screen without reading it. It rains a lot, and I mean a lot. Seattle was sounding more and more appealing by the second. But if you want to come, we could try to get you on my flight, or the one after. Worst case scenario, first thing tomorrow morning. I'll be in meetings most of the day, but I could dinner in the evening, if you don't mind eating late. It was one thing to threaten me with a flying fish to the face, but quite another to mess with my meal schedule. I looked out the window and watched my dream of a perfect holiday swim away upstream like so much Seattle salmon. Suzanne glanced over at me, her hands gripping the steering wheel at 10 and 2. Or you could stick to the plan and stay at my house, if that's easier. How long will you be gone? I asked lightly. 2 days? 3 tops. She seemed to have forgotten I spoke her language fluently. Leaving soon meant you'd be waiting an hour. On my way almost always translated to I'm still at my desk, and 2 or 3 days meant she'd be gone for at least a week. Half my entire holiday. And you have to leave tonight? I pulled at my suddenly too tight seatbelt. You really have to go right away? Her tasteful diamond earrings caught the light as she nodded, dazzling me. 2 trips to the airport in 1 day. Am I a masochist or what? We've known that ever since you chose to do advanced maths at A-level, I said, with a half-hearted smile. If you've got to go, you've got to go. Can't have the internet imploding just so you can babysit your little sister. I'll make it up to you when I get back, she replied, relieved. We'll go to a fancy spa or something, really push the boat out. Flapping a hand in the air between us, I waved away her non-apology. It wasn't her fault, and it was only a few days. I could survive in LA on my own for a few days. And it was like Therese always said, there's no point getting frustrated about things you can't control. You can't help work, I told her. I get it. I had to work last weekend, totally cocked up my plans. Oh no, was there some kind of greetings card emergency? Suzanne said, smothering a half laugh with an apologetic grimace. Sorry, that was rude. I know your job is entirely as stressful as mine. Rude, but fair, I laughed. The furthest I've ever travelled for a work emergency is to the big Tesco when we ran out of tea bags. I smiled when she smiled, expertly pretending the jibe didn't bother me. I was used to it. Everything's going well, though? She asked, as she fiddled with the air conditioning, setting it somewhere close to sub-zero. I loved that set of National Pet Day cards you sent me. Your best yet, I reckon. Thanks, I replied, shivering in my jeans and t-shirt and gazing longingly at the sunshine outside. They did really well. Head copywriter at the UK's 3rd largest independent greetings card company was far from the worst job in the world, but it didn't exactly inspire wonder and awe in people when they heard about it either. I couldn't quite remember her exact title, but Suzanne was head of something strategic for an app I refused to download for fear of never accomplishing anything meaningful ever again. Was she partially responsible for the downfall of civilization? Yes. Was she incredibly rich and seemingly happy? Also yes. So did she care about the first bit? No, she did not. What else have you been up to? Suzanne asked, steering the car and the subject in a different direction as she merged onto another motorway. Anything interesting? Nothing I wanted to tell her about, I thought. You know, the usual, I said through a yawn. Working, reading, cooking. I'm halfway through a Vampire Diaries rewatch, which is taking up a fair bit of my time. The originals as well? You've got to do the originals, I replied, nodding emphatically. But I'm leaving legacies alone for now. What about you? Anything you'd like to share with the class? You'll love the new house. It'll be like staying in a hotel, only better, she replied, shifting topics once again with alarming ease. The fridge is fully stocked, your bed is made, and I've got every television channel on God's green earth. I can't think of a single...